Hi friends, this is IMD Vegan. Cauliflower rice is the base today for a cauliflower tabouleh. Tabouleh, that means to me tomatoes, mint and sesame seeds. That's the main ingredients. Yeah, that's what I will combine first. I have a little bowl here. I should have gotten it out earlier, but sometimes you have to improvise, do some improvisation. I show you quickly the tomatoes. They are cherry tomatoes, and I cut them into 8 parts each with 4 cuts. You can also use 5 cuts if you need to, but if you have an idea how to do it with 4 cuts, you can show me or tell me in a short note and a comment on my video or my Facebook site, Profstiebe. And I will be very curious if you find out. It's very easy. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. But how? Okay, I'm curious if you know. So these are the tomatoes. You see, it's a pretty nice amount. And I will combine them with the 2 other main ingredients here, 2, 3. And that is mint. It's pretty nice, a bunch of mint, minced, very small pieces, that needs to be, and some onions. They could be even finer. Okay, chop them too, mince them too. Onions and mint, both a nice quantity. Yeah, this is what is in the foreground. So that's very important. I leave it here for a while. I can mix it a little bit, so that it's a little bit combined. So the mint flavor can go into the tomatoes, the water from the tomatoes and the onions can mix up a little bit. And that is nice. If the onions in small pieces get soaked by the water from the tomatoes, the tomato juice, that makes the onions very nice and becoming, delicious. They are perfect together with the tomatoes and the mint. Yeah, the mint, I would almost say it's the main ingredient beside the tomato. Here I show you. This is the mint together with the tomatoes and some onion. It can soak a little bit. I set it aside and do the next job. Next would be the cauliflower rice, second part. So first part tomato, mint and onion. Second part cauliflower rice. I have a food processor here, you know, I've shown you in the videos many times, fitted with the S-blade. And in this case, I use the cauliflower pretty much only the florets. A little bit of the stem, but only a little bit. It tends to be very fine because of the tomatoes. They like it fine. They don't like these gross parts of the cauliflower. So nice. So you would cut out a little bit more from the cauliflower. Sometimes I choose to use bigger parts from the cauliflower too. In this special case, I rather not. Very subtle here with tabouleh. Let's see what happens in 3 seconds. The rice is done. Yeah, very nice. I just would like to refine it a little bit. See, looks like rice. Or even finer. Now what is in the tabouleh? That is, usually they use something from the wheat. A certain part of the wheat grain in tabouleh. And that is very nice, but I like it more nutrient dense, more healthy, more becoming. So I take the cauliflower. It's raw too. It's very nice. So use a little bit a tool to get all the rice out here. That's it. The rest I will put it back to create some space. It's always nice to have some space in the kitchen to work. Here, this is what the cauliflower rice looks in my bowl. See, it's just plain cauliflower rice, which I will refine now with a little bit of salt and a little bit of olive oil. It's always very nice with the cauliflower rice to refine a little bit with oil and salt. This is the salt. just a little bit, not too much. You don't want to have it too salty. It's not nice. However, together with the tomato, it can do with a little bit more salt. And together with the dressing I'll show you soon, we need some more salt too. So in this case, I use a little bit more salt. So let's say maybe half a teaspoon. Yeah, not too much. No way too much. So I'll leave it here. Rest I can take later if need be. Oops, that is something from the mint. And now, so it is salt in here, and cauliflower rice, and olive oil. This is really these three ingredients, the salt and a little bit of olive oil. This is hand-pressed olive oil, very nice, from a friend in Greece. In Greece they have an olive garden, and a friend of mine, he brings it to me always when he comes to Berlin, and we see each other. It's a nice gift. I like him for that a lot. So I can use the same tools as in the tomatoes. That will make the cauliflower rice turn a little bit green. It doesn't matter at all because everything will be combined in the end together. So I can use the same tool here. I'll toss a little bit to make the cauliflower rice a little bit more refined, a little more becoming, a little more delicious. The bad smell from the cauliflower, raw cauliflower, has a nice, not so nice a smell sometimes. You can really nice moderate that with a little bit of oil, good oil, a little bit, and a little bit of salt. See what it looks like this now. Yeah, see, it's different, a little bit different, not too much difference. So second part is ready. Third part is to come. Put that aside for a while. The third part will be a dressing, and there's always in the dressing, in the tabouleh, they have a little bit of dressing, and not too much. They have here sesame seed. It has to be always in tabouleh, the sesame seed. I don't know it in another way. Sesame seed is here. I use whole sesame seed. Usually the Arabs, they use tahini. That's already ground sesame until the oil comes out, a little bit of sesame seed. I don't need that here. I can just mix it myself from the whole grains. That's okay, nice. And a lemon comes in there. You see, one lemon, and maybe half a cup of sesame seed, and half a teaspoon or a quarter teaspoon, better not too much, of the chili. Depends on the hotness of the chili you have. This is medium hot, not too hot. So maybe you can take a little bit less if you have a hotter chili, and you can have a little bit more if it's a low quality or heat chili. And a little bit of water to make it a dressing. Not too much. You don't want to have too much of the water. You don't want to have it too runny. And that is, by the way, a standard dressing of mine. Sesame seed and lemon and water is super dressing, super healthy. There's so much calcium in the sesame seed. It's huge in calcium, very healthy, and other minerals too. Your sesame seed is sort of always in the kitchen. So as you might have noticed, I use only a minimum of ingredients, and it's a pretty complex dish. The tabouleh, you have all these nice ingredients, and you would spice it up usually a little bit more. But I try to reduce it to what's most necessary, essential, and to make it a take three recipe. So I try now for the flavor of the sesame, of the tahini. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. A wonderful combination. Just sesame seed, a little bit of lemon and chili. And the chili comes later, you know, builds up on the tongue, and yeah, that's a very nice, very nice flavor. You know, I could make it a little bit more runny. I don't need to. I show you when I combine everything. So here's the cauliflower rice again, tomatoes here with the mint and the onion. Together we'll build up to a very nice meal. And The third part, the sesame dressing. See, it's all together now. We don't need that much for the dressing. We have already the oil in the cauliflower rice, so there's no need to make it too runny. And just I combine it. This is just a nice flavor added by the sesame seed and the chili and the lemon. So this, I guess this would be a very nice dish for tonight, my dinner. I didn't make it before. It came to my mind because I love the tabouleh. When I found the mint, a huge mint bunch in a shop, I said, it smelled so nicely. And I said, wow, I want to make something with that mint. Yeah. And we know mint is super healthy. It's the mint family is the name of the whole herbal family from the Mediterranean region in Europe. They are so healthy, all these oregano, you know, how the names, I don't know them now. They are all, basil is also mint, all the healthy herbs are in the mint family, have all different effects. And of course the mint is special for cooling in the summer, yeah, and there's so many effects. I will have tried now that dish here, and I will tell you in a second if it's really that good. Oh. Awesome. Wow. Yes. Nice. I could use a little bit more salt. Yeah. I will reuse the rest of the salt. It's all, you don't need to, and it's not needed, but just to show you what I do, and the rest of the chili powder can go in there too. It's totally okay with the salt. Yeah. A little bit more as to your liking. But awesome. Friends, you have to try this one. It's my cauliflower tabouleh. It's really the hit. So glad I did that now. Enjoy. Subscribe IMD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day.